So, sitting in my car, waiting to drive down to Fellsmere for this tournament, like a doofus. But we went under curfew last night, so it's not going to stop people from fishing. It's not going to stop me from fishing. They really want to keep people from going out to clubs and stuff and staying out too late. They will fine you if they catch you. Like my arc light just went off. So it's probably really dark, but they will fine you if they catch you out. And it's 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. And it takes me an hour and about 15 minutes to get down there. And, well, I have to wait till 5 a.m. to take off. I'm not the only person that's under this curfew. So, but for the tournament, we did an online captain's meeting. We're going to go out there. And I hope I have my identifiers. I'm going to double check. You're going to go out there. You can launch anytime between 6 and 7. Lines in at 7, lines out at 4. And then they'll do an official captain's meeting virtually again, because we don't want to congregate. We don't want to do any of that stuff. We want to keep our social distancing and still have fun and get through this whole corona thing as best you can without actually putting anybody in danger. So that's what we're out here doing. This may happen for the next tournament too, but as soon as 5 a.m. hits, which is right now, I'm going to take off. So I'll see you down at the ramp. All right, good news. The curfew did not keep me from getting here before I wanted to. I actually got here right on time. A bunch of people are already out. A couple guys had already launched, and they weren't that far out when I launched as well. I launched before dark. A bunch of guys decided to wait back until it got a little bit lighter. Understandable, especially if you've never been here before. If you're not comfortable paddling in the dark, got my lights on and just went. And I am the first one out, at least on this side. I know some other guys are going south. South's the most popular place to fish here. So, besides that, I'm gonna hit a couple of my normal spots here real quick, and then get down to where I want to fish. Hopefully these bugs don't get too crazy. Mask up. First fish of the day. This ain't gonna win me a tournament, but it's a fish. Whoop. All right, 15 inches. Oh, I messed up the swim bait. The swim bait folded inside out, so it's no good. Okay, so I'm not trying to sandbag, but I can't send right now, okay? So that's proof. I'm gonna have to wait till I get back to the ramp or whatever. I gotta find a place where I can actually send. I think the signal's actually better down here on the south end. Alright. One guy's all the way down at the south end already. So I just caught this fish, but I mean, I'm looking right into the sun. So I don't think the camera... Alright, well, I think that fish is right around 17, 18, so I don't think it's a make or break, but the fact that he hopped off like that, I just should have waited a little bit, had him calm down. Alright, let's try not to lose this one. Fortunately, he's smaller than the last one. Yeah, 15 1/4. back in the boat. That's a big fish, whatever it was. Alright, so the guy down here is moving off the spot. He's moving down that canal I was at yesterday. But he didn't come up far enough to get into one of the places I normally fish. So I'm gonna head down there and hit it and then move over towards the east side. But that's the third fish that we've got in the boat. All right. Oh my gosh, that's big. No! He came off. He came off. Shoot. Alright, this ain't a big fish. I think I got something going here. Back. I think it was multiple fish there. It's a much better one. I might have one at school right here. Oh, shit. Alright, so we're in the shoulda, coulda, woulda club. I should have had 5 right now. That's on me. I messed up. You know, it's stupid walker plopper. Here you got to keep the fish's head high. You can't let them get down the high driller. It'll be almost impossible to get out. I'm gonna hit this canal out and head over to the spots that I originally wanted to fish today. Oh, oh, oh. That's a big fish. Please, God. Play him out. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, he was not coming off. He was pinned good. Oh, yeah. Definitely not coming off. Mm-mm. My gosh. Hang on, big girl. If she lets me stretch her, I'll get her to 22. We gotta weigh her because she's heavy. I mean, she's fat. Oh. Almost 7. 22 inches. Thank you, baby. Tell your friends to stop by. There she goes. Okay. I just need 4 more that size. I think I ran out of battery. Hopefully I didn't run out of space. But I don't think I've deleted anything from the last 2 trips that I've done, which is I normally do, and I just totally forgot. Like I said, there's always something. But not quite the size I was looking for. The fish are feeding really aggressively, like that. Like the other day, yesterday on the pre-fish. They were hitting, but they weren't crazy. That 6-pounder smoked that. And every other fish has been really aggressive today too. And that's a good sign and a bad sign. It's a bad sign in the fact that I gotta be careful on how I handle the fish. But it's a good sign, the fact that they're eating, and that's exactly what we want. We want feeding fish. We want them to go nuts. I'm not a big fan of this open water stuff. It's not as productive, it seems, as fishing around the hydrilla. So I want to get to where the hydrilla's on the surface and fish those channels and lanes. Well, on the way over, caught a couple dinks. 2 on swim bait, 1 on whopper plopper. This place is a little bit more dynamic when the wind is blowing. Because right now, I mean, these are all the holes where I was catching them. But there's no current pushing through here. Without that wind. So and you can see them getting chased every now and then, and whether they're getting chased by anything that's significant or not, that's the question. I would have called with the small one I had. Yeah, look at the hook. Shoot. I just saw probably a 3-pounder swim off from underneath my boat. So they're here. Just gotta find them in these holes, get them to play. I don't know how big this guy is. Well, it doesn't matter because he's off. Well, no bites. I see fish getting chased everywhere. It looks mostly like they're by cars, so I'm gonna probably swing back left. Or sorry, west. And work my way back to a couple more holes that I know. And then maybe head up to the northeast end just to change things up a bit. I know there's a lot of guys down here in the south end. There's a lot of guys, it looks like they're coming down through the middle too. I don't feel like many people make the longer paddle. Alright, I had a big blow up right here. I think the bass might be on this more outside edge. They're not down in the hydrilla like they were last time. Come on. Treble hooks, man. I think they're sitting on this outside edge here more. I don't know if he's gonna come back. Yeah, I did. It's not that big a fish though. It's plenty bigger than this. That one go. All right, so update. We are still without any quality fish past that 22-incher. So I'm gonna head down to a hole that I know of and give it that shot, and then maybe move back over to where I caught that fish. I'm thinking that they are gonna be pot up along that hydrilla just because that's where all the food is at. Like this open water stuff I don't think is gonna be good, like I mentioned in the pre-fish video. So let's get out there, and I got a couple more spots to try out. So here's where I caught that 8-pounder in October. I found the hole. Hydrilla is, obviously the water is a little bit higher than it was. Hydrilla is much lower. I did see a few fish swim off, so there are fish inside of here. Alright, so I just caught another little one. Still not seeing anything of any significant size. The one I caught was right around 14 inches or so. So I just saw a bass with a bluegill chart in its mouth. So they're here. It's just I gotta get them to hit. I just had a hit right here on this edge. I don't think it's very big. One thing though, I mean, these fish have really awesome colors right now. All right, so I put out like a 2-pounder over here. They're in here. Fish, it's gonna call. Oh, he came off right there. I can see him. There's 2 or 3 of them. I can't believe that. Shoot. Oh, the hook went through the bait, that's why. Oh my gosh. That would have called the little one I had. That guy had the biggest of the 3 though. Oh, did you see that? He bumped it, but he let go. He immediately let go. Immediately was like, screw that, don't want it. There we go. Okay. Here. Don't you come off, I need you to call. There we go. Alright, I don't know if this is the same one or not, but this will work. Anything over 15 is game now. Thank you, sir. Oh, please on, that's a better fish. I don't think he's not a monster, but he's better than 15, I think. Oh, dang it. Knew it. Came off. I just saw a really big bass, another big one. Followed my bait and I thought I saw something following it. Oh, he bumped it. He bumped it. There is a school of them right here. I'm trying not to move. They're not going to be that aggressive because the kayak's right here. There, right there. There he is. We bump it? Come on. Alright, update number 2. Since that wind has stopped blowing, the bite is completely dead. I've seen a bunch of fish come up to the swim bait and they've knocked it, or they nip at it, but then they just kind of go on their own way. They don't seem to care to attack it aggressively anymore. I mean, it is hot out, and without the wind, I think that's another factor. So hopefully we get a breeze to pick up here soon as we finish out this tourney. Otherwise, it's gonna be tough fishing. I don't know how long the battery's gonna last. So right now, I don't know where I'm sitting. I don't want to look at the leaderboard until this is all said and done. You know, never get yourself hyped up or feel too confident. I want to assume that I'm behind and I got to catch some bigger fish. So that's what I'm going to focus on right now. I'm going to head to the spots yesterday. One where I caught that 19-incher, and let's see if I can get something else out of there. Although I think somebody may have rolled through here. There's still a good chance I can get something out of here. Well, we've got just about a little less than an hour left. And I promised myself I wouldn't look at the leaderboard, and I did. So I'm currently sitting 10th with 91 inches. I caught a few more fish once the wind picked up. These are the fish that I caught. You know, 2 19s. I think it was 20 and 18 in about 20 minutes. So I just couldn't get anything going. That one big fish, and that was it this morning. Oh well. Well, I'll see you guys back at the boat ramp, I guess. Okay guys, let's do a little bit of a recap of what happened there. So the tournament's over. I officially took 10th place. That's not bad. It's not good. It's not as good as I'd want to do, but I caught a lot of fish. I caught probably 60 or 70 fish. The majority of them, like 15 inches, 15, 16 inches. I talked to several other guys who are experiencing the same thing. Tons of fish, a lot of small ones. So I thought I should have made a run to the south end, which is exactly what I should have done. Only 5 guys went down there when I talked to a couple guys a little bit later, but yeah, I should have gone to the south end. The man who won, David, congrats to David. You know, 105 inches, and he essentially caught all his fish in one spot. He said the place where he caught all the fish was one hole. So they were grouped up, and they were feeding, and he found them. Most of the guys who went south actually caught pretty big fish. One of the guys I fished with, or fished against in a couple tournaments last year, was over on the east side with me, and he was having the same issue. He missed 2 real big ones, caught 1, and then the rest were, you know, good fish, but, you know, subpar for Fellsmere. So it is what it is. You know, it's still a top 10 finish. I'll take that. And there's more tournaments to fish, depending on what happens with the whole COVID-19 thing. But I do have another tournament this coming Saturday. Boat ramps and stuff are still open. I'm going to go down to Fellsmere and hopefully get some revenge on that place, but we'll see what happens. But other than that, you know, had a great time. Awesome turnout. We did it nice and safe. Virtual captain's meeting, virtual award ceremony. You know, nobody was grouped up. We were all spread out. Arrived when we arrived and just went out, and it was great. So hopefully I'll get some good footage and some big fish in this next run down there. But till then, I'm going to stay safe, do my self-isolation, which I'm doing right now, hang out with my family, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.